What's good, everybody? Back with another episode of Arnold's Thoughts. It's your boy Arnold, just checking in with you guys. Hoping everybody's doing good. Hoping everything with you is doing really well today. Today episode, I just want to talk a little bit about hostile environment. What I mean by hostile environment, I mean like when you're in war, you're in enemy territory. That has to do with the environment that you keep around you. When I'm playing on the court, when I'm playing basketball, it's always a hostile environment when you're on the road. You go into different situations all the time that's going to lead you down a certain path that you don't know what's going to come. Are you equipped with the necessary tools to protect yourself or defend yourself when you're in these environments? And I don't think we're well equipped when we as people branch out and decide to invite people into our lives. We have to make sure that we are equipped with the right equipment to defend ourselves from the toxic people that tries to come and take everything away from us. If you think about it, all the things that we have, there's always going to be someone trying to take it. Someone's going to try to take it, or someone's going to try to break it down. Because the environment, you were walking by minding your own business, something happened, somebody come with some of the most negative comments you could ever hear in your life. And it's just like, why? Because you're in a hostile environment. You're in a hostile environment. You need to make sure that you're checking yourself and checking your surroundings and make sure that, hey, I got my bag, I got my tools, I got my helmet on, I got my sword, I'm ready, I got my strap. Whatever it is, metaphorically speaking, of course, not actually the strap. But hey, I'm from Florida. Everybody has straps around here. It's legal. Not even saying that, but your mental straps and your brain, or you have your your mental weapons with you when you go into these hostile environments, because every day or every time you put yourself in that situation, it's a fight. When I specifically remember going to go play against this team. I was going to go play against this team. It's called Ancud in Chile. And when I say there, that is one of the most hostile environments I've ever been in. Like, just the team, the whole situation, everything was just unbelievable. That's what you call a hostile environment. Everybody was just crazy. We're playing in the game. They're throwing coins. They're throwing all sorts of things. It was during the game, I specifically remember one of my teammates was trying to shoot a free throw, and they were shining a light, like a laser light, right into his eye. They're throwing the little coins. It's like the monedas, which is like a little coin, like a quarter or something like that for us Americans. It's the resemblance of a quarter. And they're throwing it at us on the court as we're playing. That's a hostile environment. If your mind is not mentally prepared for these types of situations, how are you going to withhold yourself? Are you preparing yourself for when you go into these moments? Were you preparing yourself for what comes in your life? Life happens. Life is always going to happen. So why do we believe that we don't have to get ourselves prepared? As an athlete, every day is preparation. Every day. If you want to, let me rephrase that. For a successful athlete, everything must be in line. You have to be constantly preparing. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. Are you prepared? Are you prepared to go into a hostile environment and negative mindsets of other people? Because it's everything at every second is something you're fighting to overcome. You have your own mental fight of what you're dealing with, and then you have someone who has their negativity that they're coming at you with, and you're just like, it's just too much all at once. How do I deal with all this all at once? It can be overwhelming. I'm pretty sure it can be very overwhelming if you're not prepared. If you're not prepared. And then you can't deny the fact that you're going to go into situations because you have to live your life. You're going to go into dangerous situations. And when I say dangerous situations, not just physically. Like I went to this town and they were dangerous over there. I mean, I went around these people and what they were talking about and the type of nature of what they're speaking of is very dangerous. They spell people. I think that's the difference. Once you understand that the environments that you go into can be very hostile, that is more dangerous than going to, I don't know what, Iraq. I ain't gonna say Iraq, Detroit, whatever. Because the mindset is just as dangerous. In my eyes, I feel like it's just as dangerous to be in those type of environments at the same time. Who you surrounding yourself with, who you put in your circle, who's helping you to prepare. Just like a coach, when you got a good coach or you have someone that's a master, you know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of anime growing up. They always have their master that teaches them the way. Who are you surrounding around you that's going to teach you how to be prepared? And if you don't have somebody, you got to start searching for someone to show you how to be prepared, because life is coming. Whether you like it or not, hostile environments you're going to be thrown into. You're just going to accidentally fall into some hostile environments. You think, hey, I just met this person, everything is good, and then they're just sitting here feeding you bad information after bad information. I used to talk about that when I was working at Walmart. Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go. On my other video, working at Walmart was the most hostile situation I've ever been in, because it's like every day someone coming with a problem. Always coming with some type of problem. My back, my cousins, brothers, sisters, uncle, foot had to be cut off. My dogs had to go to the vet. It's a nonstop barrage. Absolute nonstop barrage of just attacking of negative mindsets all day, negative aspects, negative situation, negative this and negative that. That's a very hostile place to be in. And if you're not prepared, if you don't got like the correct preparation, how you get correct preparation, think about the people that you're with every day. Think about the people you surround. What are you listening to? If you hear people talking about bad relationship problems and then you go watch YouTube all day about people having bad relationships, you're just going to fall right into it. It's going to consume you. You got to think about the things that you feeding yourself, because that's really what prepares you. What you feed your mind is, and how do you, and the things you do for your mind. If you don't prepare, or if you don't train your mind to be disciplined in certain situations, when you get inside of those type of situations where it's easy to get swayed. It's too easily for someone to sway your decision or your mindset if you're not grounded. You have to be grounded. You have to have something that's holding you down. You got to have the right people that's keeping you in the right direction, because when you don't, you put yourself at risk. You put yourself at a big risk of losing everything you got, or losing your way even more. It's bad enough that some people just are so lost in their ways and they can't even find a way out. And it's all a mindset. One of my family members, they're going through, it's like more than one. It's like 2 or 3 of them are going through just situations. My friend is going through relationship problems. My other cousin is going through relationship problems. I got another family member going through personal problems. And it's just a barrage everywhere you turn. Somebody got a major issues, and I'm not even talking about like a small problem. I'm talking about life-changing decisions on a daily basis. These have been coming one week after another. Like 1 week this happened, and the next week something else happened. And if you're not grounded and prepared to deal with that for yourself, you can get consumed up in somebody else's just their not even, I wouldn't say nonsense, but their problems. Even though it's not yours, just because you're associated with them, it's going to be attached to you. And we have to just make sure that we're keeping ourselves in a good headspace. You know, what are we doing to keep ourselves in a good headspace for when we go into these dangerous spaces? Our mind is so precious, and it's such a good thing. What they always say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Is whatever the saying is. I can't remember what the saying is, but it's true. But you have to you have to do something that helps you. You have to do something that helps you grow. You have to be growing. And in able to grow, you can't grow around weeds. You can't grow around weeds. You have to understand, that's why they made Roundup. The spray, you spray the Roundup, you get rid of the weeds. You have to go sometimes in the dirt and just start digging up all the things in the dirt so you can, like, all around it, clean out your garden. You have to get on your hands and feet and literally pull the weeds out. Sometimes it's going to be like that. You literally got to get on your hands and feet and pull the people out of your life who don't need to be there. You got to pull them out. Because if you don't, they're just going to consume you, and then you're just going to be lost in the mix. Now I don't know which way to go. I don't know how to deal with this situation, and I heard that this person did this and their relationship bad, and I tried this and it didn't go right. You got too many weeds around you giving you information and wonder why nothing is changing. Go get you some Roundup. Go get you some Roundup and clean up all the things around you that's not letting you grow. That's what like our everyday should be about. It's just growth. Growth, because we're going to get into certain situations in life that's going to pull us down, and it's going to be so damaging to us. It's going to be damaging to our mind. It's going to be damaging to the people that we love and we want to help support, but we can't do that because we can't even help ourselves. If you can't help yourself, how can you even help someone else? How do you prepare yourself? That's what we have to start focusing on, is the preparation. You know, preparation of the mind is such a big key. And it really boils down, we never get taught how to prepare. They just tell us, you just got to be ready for these situations. But how? Oh, well, read your Bible or go see a counselor. Maybe that's not the way I can get prepared. Sometimes we have to go search out the right people that can communicate the words to us that we need. Well, I went to church one time and they didn't really tell me nothing that helped me in my situation. Well, go to another one. You have to keep seeking the things that you need to help you out. Well, everybody says you should read your Bible or go to church or go find someone that can help you in this situation. Well, I went to one and it didn't work. Well, go to another. And another and another and another until you find that one person that speaks to you the way that you need to be spoken to, so you can get your garden cleared, so you can grow. It's I think I'm using the analogy of the garden because I just watched my cousin. I have a lot of cousins, by the way. I watched my cousin on his stories. He was cleaning out his garden, and he just was all the plants, and it was just so much weeds. And when he was done, it was just like, once you get all that stuff out of the way, you start seeing, oh my God, I can breathe. It's peaceful here. It's just so much cleaner. You clear out all that and get all that clog out of your way. You got to clean up that around you. Allow your mind a good, clean space to grow. That's the only way you can start preparing yourself. Because if you're clogged up, there ain't no room for nothing else to grow in there because there ain't no space. You're clogging it with all the negativity. You're clogging it with everybody coming into your life and telling you how you should move, and you don't have a sense of direction for yourself. You're clogging yourself up. Clear it out. For your own sake, clear it out. That's what we have to focus on, man. We have to focus on preparing our mind for these damaging times, these hostile times. It's such a, I believe there's just so much things going on today in this world that we can't afford not to be ready for it. You can't afford not to be on the light. You can't be, basically the way I want to say is you can't afford not to have a purpose. You gotta have a purpose. You have to focus on getting your purpose. If you don't know what it is, you better start working towards finding out what it is. Because when hard times come, you gotta have something to fall back on. I don't mean like a job, a little small job or something like that. I mean like for your mindset. How do you focus and get your mindset to a certain place that okay, this happened to me today, and all these things are falling around. As long as I stick to doing this, as long as I stick to my purpose, I know everything else will fall in line for me. If you continuously worked on whatever it is that you know that you're supposed to be working on, whatever God has called you to do, whatever He's put in front of you to do that you find out, focus on that. It's going to help you get through any time that you're dealing with. Any tough situation, if you got something that you can focus on to help you get through it, because doing nothing is worse. I'm just not going to do anything. That a lot of people, when you go through certain tough times, like when I went through my father's death, doing nothing was the worst thing that I've done. Sitting around and just dwelling in it, that was the worst thing that was for me. So I just wanted to come to you guys, that's pretty much all I got to talk to you about today. It's just been, maybe because I've been dealing with so many other things going on around me, and I'm seeing so many people that are close to me going through all these situations. It's touching me, and I just want to make sure that I get out and live, so we can all understand that there's hostile environments all around us. There's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of stuff happening around us that we can't always control. But we have to go through it. And if we're not prepared, we have to start preparing ourselves now for whatever next to come. And I just hope this word helps someone today, man. That's it for this episode. And I hope to see you guys next time. And I hope everyone is blessed. I hope that you get whatever it is this week that you've been looking for, that you've been asking for. I know you're gonna get it. We can spend so much time complaining and worrying about the things that we don't have, or we could just start focusing on the things that's right in front of us that we do have. And if you're focused on that negative thing that you don't have, I'm gonna tell you today, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Because it's meant for you. And that's what we forget. Whatever is meant for you, it has to come to you because it's already yours. It's already yours. And so I hope everyone have a good day today. I always like to look at the bright side, not even the bright side, the good side, the great side. I don't have no time to focus on the negative energy on the other side because it's taking too much away from the good side. I might as well take all that time and that energy and put it on the good side. So let's keep that energy up today. Let's keep the motivation going for everybody because one word from one person could just change your whole day. You ever realize you be having to just so day, and then somebody come up and say one word and you be like, man, that really helped me today. Be that person that helped someone today. Till next time. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.